You know that moment when you're lying in bed and you've been scrolling for so long your arm actually hurts? Today, we're diving into the digital trap that's got us all caught, specifically how to break free from endless screen time and create little pockets of peace in your day. By the end of this episode, you'll have practical ways to stop the scroll and start living again.
And it's more urgent than ever. According to recent research, we're spending over 7 hours a day on screens. That's basically a full-time job of just staring at pixels.
7 hours? That's actually terrifying. Like, what else could we be doing with all that time?
Well, according to Harvard research, this constant connectivity is literally rewiring our brains. We're seeing increases in stress, anxiety, and something really interesting called tech neck from poor posture while using our devices.
Tech neck? That's a new one for me.
Yeah, and here's what's fascinating. The American Stroke Association found that adults under 60 who spend 8+ hours on screens during their free time actually have an increased risk of stroke.
Okay, that's actually scary. But let's talk solutions. What can people actually do about this?
Well, one really effective strategy that's been proven by research is using grayscale mode on your phone. A 2023 study found it significantly reduced screen time. People just naturally spent less time on their devices when everything was black and white.
That's brilliant, actually. Makes sense. All those colorful apps are designed to grab our attention.
Exactly. And you know what's really interesting? This whole phenomenon has a historical parallel. Back in the 1970s, there was something called mean world syndrome, where people thought the world was more dangerous than it actually was because of watching too much violent TV.
And now we've got doom scrolling doing basically the same thing to us.
Right. And according to Mayo Clinic research, this constant exposure to negative news actually triggers our brain's threat response system. We keep scrolling because we're literally wired to look for danger.
So what's the first step someone should take if they want to break free from this cycle?
The Cleveland Clinic recommends starting with your morning routine. Don't check your phone first thing. Those first few minutes set the tone for your entire day.
But what if you use your phone as an alarm?
That's where you can start with a small change. Invest in a traditional alarm clock and set up a charging station outside your bedroom. Research shows this one change can significantly improve sleep quality.
I love how practical that is. What other small changes can make a big difference?
Here's something fascinating from recent studies. Just turning off non-essential notifications can reduce anxiety levels within days. Most notifications aren't urgent, but each one triggers a stress response in our bodies.
It's like death by 1,000 pings.
Exactly. And here's where it gets interesting. Studies show that when people take even short breaks from their devices, they experience what researchers call micro-mindfulness moments.
What exactly are micro-mindfulness moments?
They're these little pockets of presence throughout your day, like actually noticing the taste of your coffee instead of scrolling while you drink it, or feeling the breeze on your face during your walk instead of checking emails.
That actually sounds really nice.
And according to research from Clemson University, these moments of presence can significantly improve your overall well-being. It's not about completely disconnecting, it's about creating intentional spaces in your day.
But let's be real, how do you actually stick to these changes? Because we've all tried to cut back and failed.
That's where the research gets really interesting. Studies show that people are more successful when they replace screen time with specific activities rather than just trying to use their phone less.
Like what kind of activities?
Well, according to recent studies, activities that engage different senses work best. Things like cooking, gardening, or even just taking a walk while focusing on the sounds around you.
That makes sense. You're giving your brain something else to focus on.
Exactly. And here's something surprising. Research shows that people who successfully reduce their screen time often report feeling like they have more time in their day, not less.
More time? How does that work?
It's because we underestimate how much time we spend on our devices. That British study found people were actually using their phones twice as much as they thought they were.
So what's your number one tip for someone who wants to start this journey?
Start by tracking your current usage. Most phones have built-in tools for this now. You can't change what you don't measure.
And then take small steps from there?
Exactly. Remember, it's not about completely disconnecting, it's about creating a healthier relationship with technology. Start with one small change, like that alarm clock we talked about, and build from there.
Well, there you have it, folks. Time to put down your phone, after this episode, of course, and start reclaiming those moments of real life.